Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Ethereum versus Bitcoin is actually starting to break to the downside. But on the other hand, we have Ethereum versus the US dollar starting to break above resistance. So this is actually really interesting. In just a moment, I'll be getting into my next Ethereum price targets, my Ethereum strategy, and also some important Ethereum charts just here, looking at the funding rates, for example, and also going over some major news in the crypto markets today. All that and more in this video. So if you hold Ethereum, make sure you're watching all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on all of that important information. This is just going to be a quick Ethereum update. But yeah, if that sounds good to you, just before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future videos. I post these updates every day here on the channel, Bitcoin and Ethereum every day, and sometimes some of the top altcoins that you guys are suggesting. And once again, it only takes a couple seconds to click like and subscribe. It's completely free to do that, but it means a lot to me and it helps out the channel so much. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And obviously, as you can see here, over the past 1 day or so, we've seen a decent move to the upside. And now this is likely caused by obviously the breakout to the upside that we saw in the Bitcoin price. Yesterday on the channel, I was talking about the Bitcoin price on this same time frame forming a falling wedge pattern, which is of course a bullish pattern. And so the fact that the Bitcoin price actually broke out to the upside, that's likely drawn the Ethereum price to the upside as well. Now, yesterday I was mentioning, some bearish signs on the chart, like a potential Wyckoff distribution pattern that was actually potentially forming. And right now, it hasn't necessarily been invalidated just yet. It will be invalidated if we can break above these highs just here. So it is really important to pay attention to these highs just here, coming in at around 3,340 approximately. So if we start breaking above that sort of level just there with some strong confirmation on the chart, so preferably a spike in volume. If not, if we can get a retest off that level, that would also be a strong confirmation as well. So yeah, once again, if we break above the highs just here and form a new higher high, then that will actually help invalidate those other bearish signs that were on the chart that I was discussing yesterday. But also keep in mind that we did actually see a bullish divergence, as I did discuss as well. Once again, if you're paying attention to the candle closes here on the 2-hour chart, we saw a low and a lower low in the price, and then a low and a higher low in the RSI. So once again, that is a bullish divergence. So we were actually expecting, at least the selling pressure to reduce here in the short term, perhaps a slight bounce to the upside. And also over the past few days, in fact, over the past few weeks on this channel, I've been talking about this exact red range just here, providing massive support for the Ethereum price. And ever since all the way back around here, when we started breaking above that level, I've actually been saying on the channel that this range just here has so far been an amazing buying opportunity. And once again, this red range just here has also been another buying opportunity, a third great buying opportunity now in a row. And of course, if you're on the channel 2 days ago now, when we first dipped into this range just here, I let you guys know that I'm beginning to dollar cost average into Ethereum at this price range just here. So for those of you that did actually dollar cost average into this range just here, right now, obviously you would be in some nice profits so far. But yeah, zooming back out to the 4-hour time frame for Ethereum just here, as you can see, it does look like Ethereum is starting to make an attempt to push back into this ascending channel, this parallel channel that we were previously in for over a week here. And if we can push back into this range just here with some confirmation and actually start using this bottom line as support once again, obviously that would be a bullish sign for Ethereum, which would signal us potentially entering into a brand new uptrend in the short term. And so this level that we need to actually break above and actually start using as support moving forward is coming in at around 3,270 approximately. Of course, this level is changing to the upside over time. So for example, in about 1 day from now, it's coming in at more like 3.3k. But yeah, once again, if we can hold above those levels just there, that would obviously be really bullish. But if not, if we get a rejection from this level, then we could perhaps see this red range for another time. Once again, this range of support is starting at around 3,000 US dollars and it's finishing at around 2,900. So once again, that is definitely strong support for Ethereum in the short term. And then these resistance lines, they're not necessarily strong resistance for Ethereum. In the short term, the strongest resistance would simply just be to get above these highs just here at around 3,340 approximately once again. So as I was also saying over in my Bitcoin video that I just uploaded on the channel, so by the way, if you missed that video, definitely check it out after you finish watching this video on this channel. But yeah, as I was explaining in that video, right now we are potentially in the middle of a change in the short-term trend, because because obviously we were in a short-term downtrend. We were seeing lower highs and lower highs. We were also seeing some lower lows on the chart, as you can see. So that is obviously a short-term downtrend. And by the way, I was letting you guys know that we were going to have this short-term cool-off in the price for both Bitcoin and Ethereum before it actually happened. And of course, right now we have seen this bullish movement over the past one day, but we haven't yet broken into a new higher high just yet. And we haven't really confirmed a new higher low just yet as well. So we also need to come back down and form some sort of higher low on the chart, whether it's, down here or even up here. Then once again, a higher low is obviously a bullish sign either way. So those are the sort of things that I'm going to be paying attention to now for Ethereum. And even if we get rejected at around these levels just here now, we could also be opening ourselves up for a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern if we actually find more resistance at this level once again. So this level once again is coming in at roughly around 3.3k, give or take. And yeah, if we get a rejection along that level, we could form a right shoulder here to actually complete an inverse head and shoulders pattern, as you can see. But at this moment in time, an inverse head and shoulders pattern is simply speculation because of course this pattern has not been confirmed just yet. I'm just letting you guys know that if we do get a rejection at this level and then come back up towards around 3.3k, that there will complete an inverse head and shoulders pattern. And then if we do start breaking above 3.3k in that case, if that actually plays out, the price target in that case would be coming in at around 3.6k. So that pump just there would be around a 10% move, almost exactly a 10% gain for Ethereum. So on a 10x leverage, that is a 100% gain, double your money. But of course, I don't actually recommend leverage trading for the complete beginners out there. That should be left for those of you that have some more experience in these markets. By the way, for those of you that do now have a bit of experience in these markets, and especially for those of you that are leverage trading anyway, right now we actually have the World Series of Trading event happening once again right now. And so far, we've got our team in this event, which is at 22 members in our crypto world team. So thank you to all 22 of you that have signed up so far. And obviously, the more that we have in the team, the better our chances are of winning. The subscribers would already know about this because I've mentioned it in my last couple videos. So feel free to skip, 30 seconds from now if you're a subscriber. But yeah, for the new viewers on the channel, this event is held once a year and it's kind of like the Olympics for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So right now, this year, there's actually a $6 million prize pool for the troops just here. So this is for the actual teams that we are in. And then there's also the solo competition where there's another $1.5 million. So overall, there's a $7.5 million prize pool. But once again, what we're focusing on this channel is of course the $6 million prize pool for the teams, because you do actually have more of a chance winning this prize money if you are in a team. Because of course, if our team places within the top 10 teams, just by joining our team and being a member of our team, you can actually get a share of that $6 million prize pool once again, just by joining our team. And by the way, you'll find a link to this exact page in the description down below, and you can actually join the team if you would like. And by the way, the moment you join the team, you can actually get a free $50 bonus that you can actually use when the trading event starts. So this actual event starts in about a week from now. We've got one more week to actually get our team organized. And then after that, we're going to go for that $6 million prize pool on this channel. So once again, a link to all of this will be in the description down below. It'll be the first link in the description. Now, another small pattern that did end up forming on the chart after I filmed yesterday's video was right here. As you can see, this was just a small W pattern and it's pretty much already played out. I'll just quickly mention the price target just here. The price target was coming in at around 3,260 approximately. So once again, that is already played out in the chart just here. And that is actually one of the patterns that I usually look for on this channel. But of course, that actually formed after I filmed yesterday's video. Keep in mind that just on the 1 hour time frame, we are forming just a small bearish divergence. As you can see, we're forming higher highs in the price for Ethereum on the 1 hour chart, but only lower highs on the RSI, as you can see. So once again, that is a bearish divergence. And what it basically means is just in the short term, it is more likely that the price is either going to at least head sideways, if not slightly to the downside. Basically, the bullish momentum, it's likely to slow down a little bit in the immediate short term. Now, it's important to mention that this bearish divergence hasn't been officially confirmed yet, because of course, we're still on this 1 hourly candle. So for example, if this candle switches green here and continues to pump to the upside, then we don't actually confirm a short-term top here at all. So this bearish divergence only comes into play if we can actually confirm a red candle just here. But when you're zooming out even just to the 2 hour time frame, that bearish divergence isn't even visible still on the 2-hour time frame, so it's not really that significant. What's more important is the fact that the MACD just here is beginning an uptrend. Well, we've already begun the uptrend on the 2-hour time frame, zooming all the way out to the 4-hour time frame. We've also seen another golden cross in the MACD at almost exactly this low just here. So once again, after I filmed yesterday's video, we formed a nice little golden cross in the MACD. And then on the daily time frame, taking a look at the MACD to see where we are right now, we saw the death cross a few days ago now, around 4 days ago approximately. But right now, this bearish momentum, as I was also saying for my Bitcoin update, this bearish momentum in the short term is actually looking pretty weak. As you can see, we are already starting to curve back to the upside. And if you're looking at these two moving averages just here, the blue one is actually starting to curve to the upside again, signaling that we could be due for another golden cross sometime soon, for as long as the price can hold these sort of levels. And as you can see, for the past 2 months here, because keep in mind, this is on the daily time frame, so this is all the way back in the middle of June just here. For the past 2 months, all of the bearish momentum that we've actually seen is really not that strong. Once again, the bearish momentum has been pretty weak so far, but the bullish momentum for Ethereum over the past 2 months has been very strong, at least compared to the bearish momentum once again. So that's why I've been saying recently, while we're in this uptrend on the daily time frame, any bearish price action that we do see, that is just simply a short-term cool off on the chart, and I would actually consider that as a buying opportunity moving forward. And once again, I've already taken advantage of this great buying opportunity so far. And taking a look at some really important Fibonacci levels right now, we have the 61.8% Fibonacci level, which is the golden pocket, coming in at around 3,350 approximately. So almost exactly the same sort of levels as these highs just here. So that is definitely the level that we need to break for Ethereum to continue to explode to the upside. And if we do start breaking above around 3.4K approximately, then the next major level of resistance is of course the 78.6% Fibonacci level, coming in at around 3.8K, but I don't actually expect major resistance at that level. Really, after around 3.4K, the next major point of resistance is actually the all-time high itself, coming in at around $4,400. So of course, that would be quite a gain for Ethereum. In fact, from the current price to the all-time high, that is over a 30% gain for Ethereum. So there's still definitely some major opportunities in the Ethereum market right now. But quickly checking out the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart just here, as you can see, we were forming this symmetrical triangle pattern for quite some time. I was covering this on the channel, and then we saw just a small fake out to the upside. Really, we saw no confirmation on that break just there. So once again, we came straight back down into this pattern, and then we saw an official break to the downside here. But only just recently, over the past few hours, we've actually pumped back up, gotten a retest of this line just here, this previous support line, which is now acting as resistance, and got a rejection from that line, which is actually the retest to potentially confirm this break to the downside. So if Ethereum starts breaking below these lows just here, which technically speaking are now some short-term support. So this short-term support, first of all, is coming in at around 0.067 Bitcoin per Ethereum. But yeah, if we start breaking below those lows just there, the technical price target for this symmetrical triangle pattern is coming in at around 0.064 Bitcoin per Ethereum, which has already been confirmed as support back here and was also previously resistance for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, as you can see just here. So those are the important support levels that I'm paying attention to. Those are my price targets for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. But if we do gain support at either that level just there or the actual price target for this triangle pattern just here, either way, if we gain support and start bouncing back to the upside, the resistance that we now have to pay attention to for Ethereum versus Bitcoin is coming in at around 0.069 Bitcoin per Ethereum. Now, just quickly checking out the funding rates for Ethereum just here, as you can see, the majority of these funding rates are still looking somewhat bearish, because right now they are pretty positive. As you can see, a lot of them are still in the red. And for the new viewers on the channel, that basically means that the vast majority of people out there are still in long positions, which of course in the short term has been a decent play so far. But usually when these funding rates get too positive, that basically means that it becomes too expensive to hold a long position. And so the more and more people that jump into long positions, that actually puts these funding rates higher and higher, making it more and more expensive for those long positions, and so on and so forth. And basically all of those long positions will eventually have to close, or at least take profits. And when they do decide to close those long positions, they basically have to sell Ethereum to actually close those Ethereum long positions. So right now, we're not seeing those long positions immediately closing right now. But once again, this is actually telling us that there is selling pressure waiting to happen in the form of these long positions, which is still currently open. Now checking out some Ethereum news today. This was a tweet by Brian Armstrong, the CEO and founder of Coinbase. I did actually cover this in my Bitcoin video because this isn't news that's just specific for Bitcoin or Ethereum in particular, because once again, he mentions that it's crypto all round. But yeah, just quickly covering it here anyway for those of you that only watch my Ethereum videos. As you can see, Brian Armstrong said that Coinbase recently received board approval to purchase over $500 million worth of crypto to place on their balance sheet and to add to the Coinbase existing holdings. And also on top of that, Coinbase will be investing 10% of all profits going forward into crypto. And they expect this percentage to keep growing over time as the crypto economy matures. So of course, the $500 million will actually provide huge buying pressure for the entire crypto market. But one of the biggest things out of this is actually the 10% of all of Coinbase's profit moving into crypto investments. And that is only going to increase over time. But anyway, that's just about everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more videos like this one. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos each and every day on this channel to try and help you make money in these crypto markets. So if you could just spend a couple seconds out of your day, once again, to click like and subscribe down below, it's completely free to do that. And it seriously helps out the channel so much. I honestly appreciate it a lot. But anyway, that's really everything I have to say for this video. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.